What's up, family? Hey, I want to jump on here. I want to talk to you guys about something interesting. I had something crazy happen to me yesterday, and I want to share it with you guys. Stay with me because it's going to pertain to you as well. All right? Stay with me. 7 months ago, this lady that I've known for years asked me to come help her. Elderly lady. Her husband was very sick, had cancer. And so I'm over there at the property on their ranch, and I'm helping them get stuff together. They're trying to sell the property. So I'm painting and just doing a whole bunch of stuff, right? We ran some electrical lines yesterday, dug a trench, just did all that, right? So I'm on a ladder and I'm painting the trim of the house. And this lady walks up to me. She just came back in from the store. And she walks up to me and she says, "Elijah, I don't like you." And she had a dead serious look on her face. I smiled a little bit and I just looked at her and I said, "You'll be all right." And she said, "I don't like you." And she shook her head and she's dead serious. I'm like, dang, okay. Yeah, I didn't say anything. I'm just looking at her. And then she said, "It's not you. It's what you represent. Stay with me because I'm going somewhere." This lady who asked me to come help her is now telling me that she doesn't like me. And it's not me, it's what I represent. That's crucial. Stay with me, okay? She said that I represent freedom. I represent everything that she doesn't have. This lady's wealthy. Stay with me. This lady's wealthy. Stay with me. She said that I get to go fishing. I get to enjoy my life. I get to go see my girlfriend, my fiance. I get to go spend time with her. I get to go walking in nature and hanging out in nature. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. She can't do any of that. Her husband is physically dying, but she feels like she's dying. I just looked at her. I didn't say anything. She walked in the house. I went back to painting. A few minutes later, she asked me if I would run to the store to grab there's a big rodeo thing going on up here. She asked me if I would run over there and grab lunch for everybody. I didn't want to go because I had on all my painting gear. So I went in the house, was changing clothes. And so I come out and I'm getting ready to leave. And she tells me, "This is crazy." And I just look at her. I've been helping this lady. I've been talking to this lady, again, 5 days a week, 6 days a week sometimes, just trying to help her out, be an emotional support for her, This lady looks at me. She said, "I asked you to go get the lunch. You don't want to go. And I'm jealous of you because you're going to get it when I asked you to go get it. Stay with me." As I was driving over there, I stopped and I really thought about what was going on. This lady's jealous of me. This lady who is extremely wealthy is jealous of me because of what I represent. To the point, she asked me to go somewhere for her. She's now jealous of me because I'm going. Family, there are going to be people in your life that ask you to be in their life and they're jealous of you. And it's not even so much that they're jealous of you, they're jealous of what you represent. Okay? There's going to be people that don't like you, that despise everything about you. And it's really not you. Don't personalize it. It's what you represent. I'm going to say that again. There are going to be people in your life that don't like you. There are going to be people in your life that are jealous of you. People in your life that are hating on you. Not because of you, but because of everything you represent. We have to learn to stop personalizing everything. A while back, I gave a speech on GPS, Global Positioning Systems. And I related to life. I used to travel to LA a lot. And it's like a 4-hour drive. And I've done that drive hundreds of times. Don't need a GPS to go down there, right? So there's one particular time, something told me to turn on GPS. It's like, man, I don't need GPS for this trip. I've made this trip so many times, you know what I mean? Again, something told me turn on my GPS. I turned it on. Stay with me, going somewhere. About 25 miles down, the voice on the GPS started rerouting me, saying that there was a major accident and that traffic was backed up for miles. I was happy I turned on my GPS. You know what I mean? Going through the grapevine, there's no way around it. You know what I mean? Getting ready to head up into the grapevine. There's no way around it if you get stuck there. You know what I mean? You can't get off and go a side road, anything of that nature, right? So you're stuck in that traffic. If you get stuck there, you're stuck. You know what I mean? There's no way around it. Because I turned on my GPS when I did, I was able to hear the warning that there was an accident far ahead and that traffic was at a standstill. It wasn't going anywhere. And so I was able to take a route to go another way around. Stay with me. Family, we have to understand that in life, yes, we have GPS for our cars. And those are great, you know what I mean? But we have to understand that we need a GPS for our spiritual life as well. I'm going to say that again. You need a spiritual GPS. Okay? Because you got to know, because you don't know everything, first of all. You know what I mean? You can't see what's ahead. You don't know what's going to happen today. You don't know what's going to happen tonight, what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know any of that stuff. Okay? Your spiritual GPS can alert you of certain things to keep you out of harm's way. Your spiritual GPS can warn you of things so that you could be rerouted so that you don't get stuck. Because it sees all, knows all. So often, because we've done things so many times, because we think we know better, because we think we know stuff, we rely on our own knowledge. We rely on our own strength. We rely on our own ability. When sometimes, a lot of times, we need that spiritual GPS to be guiding us. Are you connected spiritually? Who are you connected to spiritually? You know what I mean? What does that got to do with this lady and what I experienced yesterday? Because I could have went left. You know what I mean? In times in the past, I would have went left. People told me they didn't like me. I would have said something stupid. I have a very smart aleck mouth. I've had one since I was a kid. I have a mouthpiece, and I have no problems telling you what I think. I have no problems spewing some stuff back. You know what I mean? And I could have easily said, I don't care. And that's what I normally would have said. Get over it. You know what I mean? I don't care if you don't like me. That's your problem. That's your issue. But I didn't do that. And there's something within me telling me not to do that. And I just kept listening to her talk. And the more she talked, the more she realized, the more she told me that it wasn't about me personally. It was what I represented. There are going to be people in your life, again, that because you're spiritually connected, they're going to have issues with you. Because they're not spiritually connected the way that you're spiritually connected. You know what I mean? And so they're going to find fault with you. They're going to hate on you. They're going to lie on you. They're going to do all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? But if you're connected, you ain't got to trip about that. You don't have to trip about that. Family. I spend a lot of time in nature. And I say this all the time. Just seeing the sunrise, just listening to the river, watching the river, looking at the animals. You know what I mean? It keeps me anchored. It keeps me humbled. I know everybody's gonna be like, you ain't got to do all that, woo. Okay, to each their own. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at you. Do you? You know what I mean? But we have to understand that it ain't personal. People are gonna say things. People are gonna do things. Being spiritually connected, having a spiritual GPS is going to help keep you grounded so that you don't react. I love you guys. Happy healing. Excuse me. A spiritual GPS will also let you know who's who. You know what I mean? Like as this lady was talking, I knew it wasn't her. I knew it was the stress. I knew it was the pressure that she was up under. Spiritual GPS will allow you to be able to see and recognize things in people that you normally would miss. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.